Thank you for joining me again. And if this is your first time with us, welcome. And I hope you will subscribe and join us, because I want to introduce something at the end of this. And I want to start doing this where I want us to converge the potential of the astrological forces and powers at hand to unite them intentfully together for best effect and benefit. But I will talk about that near the end of this report. Anyway, this report is about the full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer on the 10th of January. And I spoke last report regarding the solar eclipse being the eclipses were going to set the stage for 2020 and the decade ahead. And it certainly has and is doing that. And the dynamics at play this year are setting everything up for this tremendous paradigm shift as we truly enter into the age of Aquarius. And I might add that this great gathering in Capricorn of Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter, the last time this actually occurred was over 4,000 years ago, just to give you an idea of how massive, epic this astrological occurrence is. And for us to make the best use of it, this lunar eclipse is no less than shining a light in the direction that we need to head in order to make the very best of it. Why do I say that? Well, first of all, let's just look at the aspects, which is Saturn, Pluto, and Mercury, messenger of the gods, directly opposite this eclipse. And I might add, the day after and the 12th, Saturn and Pluto will be exact. They will be perfecting, as we call it in astrology, for the first time in 2020. This is the great culmination. So this eclipse is so incredibly packed and with potent energies from these great, big, heavy-hitting players in the celestial realm. And we have, of course, Jupiter, the great benefactor, exactly on the south node, opposite the north node in Cancer. So Capricorn with the south node, Capricorn is about external manifestation. Cancer is about internal transformation. And with the north node being in Cancer, the north node is about our future. But let me just finish off with the south node in Capricorn, because the south node is about the past. It's about what we know. It's about being there, done that. It's about time to let go of things that no longer serve us out there in the external manifested world, material world. And what is Capricorn about? Well, Capricorn is government. Capricorn's law. It's authority. It's power. And of course, with Saturn there and Pluto there, Saturn rules Capricorn, and Saturn wants justice. I talked about this in the last report, so I won't spend too much time on it. You can look at my report for the solar eclipse to give you more in-depth details on this. But I just want to talk about the fact that Pluto sees in and through everything, and Pluto is in Capricorn now to demolish and deconstruct and purge what has effectively become a corrupt system. We all know it, we all see it. It's time for something different. And this eclipse and this great gathering and all the powers is giving us opportunity to come home, truly come home to a better version of our home and ourselves and the world at large. And to do that, we've been forced and are being called to and need to let go. Jupiter is on the south node, and it's going to help us let things go. Meanwhile, it's shining out there onto the north node in Cancer during this eclipse. And as I said, the north node is about our destiny. It's about our fate. It's our future. It's where we need to head to make the most of these energies, and it's in Cancer. So let's look at the archetypal themes of Cancer. Cancer, as I said, opposite Capricorn, Capricorn patriarch, Cancer is the matriarch. Cancer is mother. Cancer is mothering. It's nurturing. It's our inner child. It's our inner knowing. It's our empathic being, our intuitive self. It's the depths of our being. It is ruled by the moon, and of course this moon is in its home in Cancer, so it's really at its ease in bestowing what it has to bestow. Cancer symbol is the crab. The moon rules the sea, and that crab of Cancer symbolizes the depth of our ocean floor, the depths of our subconscious, the tides that tell us, the tides that move us. As I said, Cancer, being mother, is also about home. And when I say home, it's not just the place, the abode, the structure, the region we live in. It's our inner home. It's where we abide within this body, and it is our great Mother Earth home. And that is why the children of the world are rising up, saying it's time to take care. We need to take care of home. We need to take care of mother. We need to take care of all mother's children. And that's not just human children, that's the animals, that's the plants. We need to take care of nature, our nature. And Saturn is about law, and this is about taking care of the laws of our nature. If we want to evolve, if we want to make them best and come into the light side of this great gathering. This is why the matriarch, the women are coming into power. Matriarchy is rising. This is why femicide is being called out. This lunar eclipse is offering us a potential to dissolve all the old emotional subconscious patterns that no longer serve us for our betterment. This is giving us the opportunity to create a much firmer, better, more authentic, evolved foundation from within, so that we can stand in our truth. And Mercury being involved in this eclipse, and Mercury being the communicator and the messenger of the gods, this is a time to speak our truth. And this is also a time where messages will arise from within and may come to us from other realms. It may come to us through people that we coincidentally bump into. So we want to pay attention to those messages. We need to build this inner foundation. We need to let go of the old emotional patterns that the inner child used as a way to cope and to feel secure, and to build a much greater, stronger foundation, because whatever is inside gets externalized, and we need to build a much better foundation out there in the manifesting world of Capricorn. So in doing that and preparing for that and using the power of this full moon lunar eclipse, I'd like to invite you to join me, to converge mentally using strong intent. This is a time for strong intent, with Mercury, the mind, being there beside Saturn, being very sober, being very disciplined, being very conscious about working hard, and Pluto being intense intention. Let us use our intention. Let us converge our intention during this eclipse, because 1 and 1 together is more than 2. And if we were to converge heartfully, mindfully, soulfully during the totality of this eclipse, and I will give you the details of when it is in totality, and if we were to do that even for 10-15 minutes when it's most potent, let us all concentrate in planting a seed in our subconscious, a seed that as this full moon begins to wane, we can dissolve patterns and flawed foundations that do not truly hold us up to be our better, more authentic, evolved, kind, nurturing self, letting that feminine principle take its right place, be we men or women. This is a time for us to come home to ourselves. Let us plant a seed of intention for a greater, more evolved sense, for allowing all that no longer serves to fade away, to be taken out with the tide. So I do hope that you will converge with me, that we can meet on that sacred celestial plane for our own betterment, for each other's betterment, for the world, the planet, and all of its children. Until then, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all your shares, your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. Until next time, until the lunar eclipse, goodbye for now.